You know, guys, in my career, I have found myself on the side of the road with lights flashing in my mirror dozens of times. Sometimes I had it coming, but more often than not, I was just doing what you guys are probably doing every day, going to work at a speed I found pretty reasonable. Did you know that 1 in 5 drivers get a ticket every single year, but only 5% of drivers contest their tickets? That means big business and big revenue for the police and the court system. You're always better off fighting any ticket, especially with the help of a professional. But how do you find that professional, especially if you get a ticket outside of your home city? Off the Record fights tickets and misdemeanors for drivers all across the country. When you book a case with Off the Record, you're matched with an experienced local lawyer that handles your case from start to finish. Off the Record has a 97% success rate and a money-back guarantee if they don't keep that ticket off your record. Do yourself a favor and always fight your tickets. Go to offtherecord.com/TST, the link is in the video description, or download the iOS and Android Off the Record app and enter code TST10. Do it now because the code will cover all your legal services through Off the Record for 3 whole years. Whoa! Good morning, everybody. This is gonna be something good. Welcome back to the Guntherwerks 400R. I drove Gunther's first car, the red Mule, and about 2 years ago, and they asked me to come back. They have their first production-ready car. This is called the Greenwich Commission. It's this lovely kind of olive green, and this is the production car. And they did want me to know that there are quite a few differences from the Mule to the production car. The basics are the same. You start with a Porsche 993, and then you drop in, well, a full carbon. You replace everything. You basically replace everything except the bare chassis. It has a 430 horsepower, 357 pound-feet of torque, 4-liter Rothsport Racing air-cooled flat 6. This is about a $250,000 engine, folks. No shit. It has 18 by 11 front wheels and 18 by 13 rear wheels, 295 fronts and 335 rears. It has assisted power steering with an electric motorsport-based system. They've revised the suspension more to optimize the JRZ remote reservoir shocks, which are also custom valved. There's new engine mapping. They've revised second and third gear for better canyon ratios. There's optional Brembo carbon ceramic brakes from the McLaren Senna, which are not in this car. This car has the steel brakes. It's got a short shift billet shifter, carbon bucket seats, carbon Kevlar door panels. It is apparently, so they say, 200 pounds lighter than the original car, which would make it 430 horsepower and 2,500 pounds. Yowza! Let's have a drive. Sport mode on. Here we go. Obviously be to a Singer reimagined 911. Singer's design philosophy is a little different. They take sort of a best of all the 911s throughout history and then combine them into one vehicle. Gunther presupposes, to quote the Royal Tenenbaums, Gunther pretty much says, what if Porsche didn't switch to water-cooled in '99? And what if they continued the evolution of the air-cooled car 25 years further to today? And this is what we have. It is the distilled essence of 993. The visual differences contribute to functional differences. For instance, the widened body in the front. That is not just some over-fender deal. They've completely changed the front suspension geometry to something more like you would have seen in the 993 GT2. Combined with a 290 tire, this incredible electric power steering system. The steering is much more like a modern GT3. It's very, very sharp. It's very direct, and it doesn't feel over boosted like a 90s power steering system. It feels like they've just put enough boost there to make it not hard to turn the wheels. Now you'd think with a 295 front tire that this thing would tramline like crazy, but believe it or not, it doesn't. On a 50-mile 405 drive on the way up here, it tracked straight and true, and it did not want to rip the wheel out of my hands. The brake feel is excellent. These are the standard brakes, as I said. They're still 6-piston Brembos. Very, very effective. Lightweight forged wheels that are made by Vorsteiner, but they're marketed and badged as Guntherwerks. Guntherwerks was started by the head of Vorsteiner. So Vorsteiner has a lot of experience with carbon fiber, with wheels, with high performance European stuff. And so they are able to do a lot of the build of this in-house. It's really just the, oh, thank you. It's really just the engine and a couple of very small original 993 bits that are not built in-house. Adjustable shocks offer really good body control and a lot of adjustability. The control knobs are really easy to reach, both in the front and the rear. And when you buy one of these, the JRZ head of tuning actually comes out with you to fine-tune your shocks to how you want them, as well as to tell you how to adjust them later. You know, Colin Chapman always said, if you make it adjustable, they'll adjust it wrong. I believe that, but they have gone out of their way to make it as good as it can be. The pace you can carry, I mean, for an air-cooled car is extraordinary. Within 1,000 RPM of the red line yet. The red line is at 8,200. Peak power is 7,300. All right, we're gonna slow her down, and we're gonna give you some revs, and we're gonna see how it sounds in the tunnel. This is from second gear, from 3,500. That's where your money went right there, kids. The valve is open. It has a sport mode. Because this engine uses electronic engine management, and because it has a valve in the exhaust like a GT3, you've got it on a sport button. Obviously, sport mode is engaged. This feels an awful lot like a race car. It's gnarly. It feels so light on its feet and so agile. And I can really tell they've removed like all the rubber from the suspension. There was red line. First time. There's the red line. Now we're going to go up my favorite road. There we go. Shift feel is fantastic. Really slick, but very direct. I don't like what they've done with this motorsport pedal box because I have to take my shoes off now to drive it, whereas my old 911 I can drive fine with shoes on. So that's a little frustrating. I feel like the last one I kept my shoes on, but that might have just been on my own head. Are you satisfied with the nuttiness of this vehicle yet? I love the size of it. I mean, the size of a Porsche 993 is so perfect for sports cars because I can move within the lane a little bit. I love the size of the cockpit, the cabin. I love the shape of it. But the response of everything is turned up to like 16. Everything is so sharp. And yet you don't have to fight it. You can drive it as a road car. You know, everybody wants the race car for the street thing, right? And as our modern hypercars and supercars become more digital, become more computer controlled, there's a room in the marketplace for these very feel-oriented, fizz-oriented, boutique kind of builds, where it's a production custom, one of 25. And I really can just feel everything technical that's happening with the car. The precision of the gearbox, the weight of the clutch and the shifter, the pulses of the engine, it's all coming through, but it's not beating me up. Wow. It can get just a little bit dirty when there's some real deep cuts in the road. It doesn't tram line on the 405, but in a canyon, if there's ruts cut, you're going to want to have two hands on the wheel for that. It's extremely noisy. There's some like resonance. I don't know if it comes through in the video, but something happens above 5,000 RPM where you get a little wah 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 in the resonance of it. Another thing is that this car is able to pull off these types of handling feats without the aid of like a Cup 2 tire. It's not like this thing's running some semi-slick. This is a regular Pirelli P0 tire. Standard stuff. Because it's so light, you don't need a super sticky tire. And because you don't need a super sticky tire, you don't go through consumables as fast. And you can get the grip you need, but without such high dollar consumables. Of course, if you have a $500,000 plus car, do the price of consumables matter? Maybe, maybe not. And I killed a chipmunk right there. That one didn't live. Sorry guys. It wasn't his day or her day. But it's dead now. In this is so high, and it's really interesting how I can feel all the undulations and imperfections in the road, but then in the big bumps it handles those well. It keeps that contact patch on the ground. My palms are getting a little sweaty. It's so aggro, man. I feel like I'm on like the Mulsanne Straight or something. I mean, the sensations that are coming into my body right now are purely race car sensations. And this is something else. You know, so here's the thing, it's insanely expensive. They're only building 25 of them. It starts at like 500,000, but obviously this is a boutique product, and there's all kind of levels of customization you can do with it to really make them your own. This one has a few of those sort of more luxurious options with really nice leather and stuff like that. They'll build you one that's got less sound deadening and is really meant for the track also. But look, is it better than a Singer, worse than a Singer? It's different than a Singer. There are certain things about this that wouldn't fly in a Singer. For instance, the sport button. There's a couple buttons that just seem like kind of off the rack buttons. That wouldn't fly in a Singer. However, the ethos is different, and there's certainly room in the world for something like this. It's a phenomenal build. Extraordinarily beautiful, fast, engaging. And look, if you've got the kind of money, we're not talking about value. You see, you want, you buy. So thank you to Guntherwerks for letting me have a go. It's an absolutely extraordinary thing. And you know, I imagine if I went out with them and fine-tuned it to my personal tastes, it would be even better. As is, I said, put it in the middle, and even for just handing me the keys, just extraordinary. So yeah, definitely check out more of these. This thing rules. Bye.
And remember, always fight your tickets. Go to offtherecord.com/TST or use code TST10 on the Off the Record app.